It's Sunday, February 12, 2023. Welcome to LCJ Live Super Bowl Sunday. Fly, Eagles, fly. I will give you my prediction coming up for how the Eagles will do, how the Chiefs will do today with the Super Bowl, which is on Fox tonight. Setting things up here, getting things ready here. I got my helmet, I got my shirt, I got my Eagles ball right here. Fly, Eagles, fly. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget to send in your questions and your comments. We're going to talk box office reviews as well. It's a big Sunday for motion pictures because of the movie ads that will be on during the Super Bowl, like The Flash and Transformers and many others. So what are you looking forward to seeing tonight? During the Super Bowl? Let me know here in the comments. I can read them here live here on LCJ Live. Yeah, fly, Eagles, fly. Let's get to box office first. $8.2 million for Magic Mike's Last Dance. That's your number one movie. Pizza Man CJM is looking forward to the halftime show. That's right, Rihanna is doing the halftime show. Also nominated for Lift Me Up, the song from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. She's nominated for the Academy Award this year. So performing at the Super Bowl and likely performing at the Academy Awards. Your number one movie is Magic Mike. What a terrible film. Oh my gosh. 8.2 million is not a very good start for a franchise that used to be big. I mean, the first Magic Mike made 114 million. The second Magic Mike made 66. So not nearly as well, but it still made a heck of a lot more than what this is going to do. It was originally going to be an HBO Max release. They decided to put it in theaters. It was only in 1,500 theaters, so you look at the per-screen average, which is about $5,500, and you go, that's actually not a terrible per-screen average, but in the end, 8.2 million is nothing. It's not a very good film. Oh my goodness. I laughed in certain parts. The plot is ridiculous. So many scenes go on so long. Salma Hayek, not a likable character, not a great performance from her. Channing Tatum looks bored. He tries to infuse some fun in it, but cannot succeed. Steven Soderbergh just took this way too seriously. He clearly had some goals with it, goals with the tone, goals with the scenes, and it's just too serious. And extensive, long. It's a tough film. Even the target audience, I don't think is going to be fully invested in this and will love this. Magic Mike's Last Dance, boy. 8.2 million. Was it worth it to put it in the theaters? I don't think it was necessary to be made, especially with a budget of close to $50 million. Katie Gilligan wants to see the new movie trailers tonight during the Super Bowl. There are going to be a lot of big ones, I am sure. Some blockbuster movies coming out for spring and summer. Big John says, hi, hello, Fly Eagles Fly. Super Bowl is tonight. Going to get the second Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles. I will give you my predictions of the score coming up here on LCJ Live. Your number 2 movie and your number 3 movie are both directed by James Cameron. Number 2 is Avatar: The Way of Water with $6.9 million. It's at $646.9. Titanic in 3D, reissue, re-release, $6.4 million this weekend. Look, I saw Titanic in 3D 11 years ago, the last time it was re-released, which was the first time I saw Titanic, and I thought the 3D was great. 6.4 million is less than what the Titanic 3D re-release did back in 2012. And it's also less than what the Avatar re-release from this past September opened to, which was 10 million. So interesting. Maybe Valentine's Day will help with Magic Mike a little bit. Maybe it'll help with Titanic a little bit. Marry Me, of course, last year was the number 1 movie on Valentine's Day itself, beating Death on the Nile and some of the other movies that were out. So we'll see how Magic Mike and Titanic do on Tuesday, Cheaper Ticket Day, and Valentine's Day. Dish Boy Podcast, what is your favorite James Cameron movie? I love Titanic. I do. I think it's a fantastic film. So much better than these 2 Avatar movies. Let's go to number 4 is 80 for Brady. Tom Brady still having an impact, even if he's not in the NFL anymore. Another $6 million for 80 for Brady. It's at $25 million. Knock at the Cabin, which opened to $14 million last weekend, down to $5.5 this weekend at $23.5. 80 for Brady so well during the week that it is outgrossing Knock at the Cabin now. Now by $1.5 million. Michelle the Oreo Head. Hi, Jackson. Go Birds. Go Birds. Fly Eagles fly. Yes. Go Birds. Yeah, I'll give you my predictions for the score coming up. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, also $5.5 million this weekend. It's at $158.5. It just passed Secret Life of Pets 2 when it comes to Universal animated movies, about to pass How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, and it's also going to pass Sing 2 to become the second highest grossing animated movie of the last 3 years, the pandemic period, whatever you want to call it. It will beat Sing 2, only losing to Minions: The Rise of Gru. So Puss in Boots, after an opening weekend of just 12 million, is up to 158.5. That's tremendous. Let's go to A Man Called Otto and Missing, both with 2.6 million this weekend. A Man Called Otto, Tom Hanks, is at 57.4. I think it'll make a run at 60. And Missing at 2.6, it's at 26.6. It'll try to get to 30. I'm not sure if it will. Megan, 2.4 million. It has crossed the 90 million mark, 90.9. It will not get to 100, but still very strong for Universal. And rounding out your top 10 this weekend is a film that has returned to the top 10 after being in 11th last weekend. Plane added 1.2 million. It's at 30.8, making about 3 times its opening weekend. Pretty good for the Gerard Butler Lionsgate action movie. Coming out this weekend, of course, is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, how will this new Ant-Man movie do? I think it's got to do over 100 million. If it doesn't, Marvel and Disney will consider it a disappointment. Even though the last Ant-Man, I think, only did 75 in its opening weekend, 75, 85, something like that. And the first Ant-Man was like 55, 60. People wanted to figure out, hey, is this a real Marvel movie, Ant-Man? So I think this Ant-Man has to do more than 100 million. You've got Jonathan Majors here, major buzz on his performance. I'm going to be seeing it this week. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, it's got to do 100. If it does less than that, there will be some disappointment, and people will go, gosh, a Marvel movie under 100 in this day and age? That's tough, even with Ant-Man. Out this week on Tuesday is Liam Neeson in Marlowe. Now, I have seen Marlowe. I cannot share my thoughts on Marlowe until at least tomorrow. But what I will say is Liam Neeson has been attached to this role for 6 years. Philip Marlowe, legendary character. It's a relatively new Philip Marlowe story that's being adapted to the screen. It reunites Liam Neeson with Diane Kruger from Unknown, one of my favorite Liam Neeson thrillers from 2011. Jessica Lange is also in it. It's a Neil Jordan movie. So it opens Tuesday, and I will share my thoughts tomorrow and beyond, and we'll see how it does from Open Road this week. Sharper is going to be on Apple TV Plus this Friday. It's a new crime drama thriller with Julianne Moore, Sebastian Stan, John Lithgow, Justice Smith. If you want my thoughts on it, along with Mike Sargent, we review Sharper. We also review Your Place or Mine, the rom-com with Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher on Netflix. Go, when you're done watching today's LCJ Live, go to toofast2films.com, toofast2films.com. Our 150th episode of the Too Fast 2 Films podcast, we review Sharper and Your Place or Mine. In theaters Friday, the Oscar-nominated short films, animation, live action, documentary. I've seen the animated shorts. They are fantastic. Go see the animated shorts in theaters starting Friday. I will be returning to 99.5 The River starting this Friday after a brief hiatus with new hosts Kevin and Tracy. Looking forward to that. More details on that later this week. And tomorrow, a brand new LCJ Q&A podcast episode with Pete Docter, 3-time Oscar winner, the director of some of the most iconic animated movies of all time. Monsters, Inc., Up, Inside Out, Soul. He is the chief creative officer at Pixar now. And he is receiving the prestigious Winsor McKay Award at the Annie Awards. We have a great, in-depth, 15-minute conversation about highlights of his entire career, including working on Toy Story and Pixar's next movie, Elemental. So that'll be up at lcj.podbean.com, lights-camera-jackson.com, and an Animation Scoop Q&A tomorrow. An exclusive new interview with Pete Docter. All right, time for my Super Bowl predictions. You ready? I'm making this up on the fly here. On the fly, Eagles fly. That's what I'm saying. Eagles will win, of course. I am going to say the score tonight is going to be 24-16. It's going to be relatively close, but it's going to be a 24-16 game. Eagles will win over the Chiefs 24-16. I'm locking it in. That's my final answer, Regis. 24-16 for the Eagles over the Chiefs tonight. It's going to be a close game. Not as high scoring as the Eagles-Patriots game from 5 years ago with the Philly special, but that is my prediction tonight. 24-16. There you go. That's my prediction. Who do you think is going to win? Let me know here right now in the comments here on LCJ Live. Who will win? What is your prediction for the score? If you've got a prediction for Ant-Man box office as well, let me know here on LCJ Live. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the commercials. Enjoy the halftime show with Rihanna. And yeah, I hope it's a good game. I hope it's a fun game. 5 years ago was exciting. Being at Lincoln Financial Field 2 weeks ago to see the Eagles win and make it to this point was very exciting. And can't wait to watch the game tonight on Fox. It's got to get to 100 million. The Super Bowl's been a little bit shy of 100 million these past couple of years, viewers-wise. And I think this year it's got to get to 100 million viewers. 100 million viewers for the Super Bowl, $100 million box office for Ant-Man. That's what I'm thinking for this week. Yeah. All right. 24-16. That's my prediction. Eagles over the Chiefs. Good luck to everyone who may have a little money on this. Good luck to everyone watching at home. If you're in a Super Bowl Squares pool, which I am also in, good luck to you. And have fun watching tonight. It's going to be a good one. I can feel it. It's going to be a good game. Don't forget to go to the website, lights-camera-jackson.com. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at LCJ Reviews, Instagram at LightsCamJackson, YouTube.com/LightsCameraJackson. There's a clip there of my conversation with Pete Docter. The entire interview will be available tomorrow. More Animation Scoop Q&As and podcast episodes are on the way. And I'll have my thoughts on Marlowe. I will have my thoughts on Ant-Man later this week and some more movies. If you haven't checked out Seriously Red yet, it's a good movie. Check it out. It's on VOD digital now. It's in select theaters as well. And when we're back here next time, it may be next Sunday, it may be a different day and time. Some scheduling things we'll figure out. But we will talk about the Ant-Man box office. We'll also take a look at the BAFTAs because the BAFTAs is next Sunday, the 19th. Who will win? I think that Best Actor category is up for grabs. It could go to Bill Nighy, could go to Colin Farrell, could go to Austin Butler, could go to Brendan Fraser. I think any one of those four actors has a legitimate chance of winning Best Actor at the BAFTAs. And we'll preview some of the more big award shows that are on the way, like the Annie Awards and the SAG Awards, as we inch closer and closer to the end of award season and the Oscars. You know, we're 4 weeks away from the Academy Awards. The Academy Awards is 4 weeks from today, Sunday, March 12th. We have 4 weeks to go. Katie Gilligan rooting for the Birds as well. Good luck to the Eagles. Good luck to the Chiefs. Thank you so much for watching LCJ Live, everybody. Take care. Fly, Eagles, fly. And I'll see you next time. Enjoy the big game. Bye-bye.